Good late evening, Master Duel fans. James Polk here, and we got us a incredible matchups of all matchups for tonight's session. This time, so Cyber Emergency could be anything that's like machine based. So what are we on about? And let the games begin. Charmers versus Drytrons. Now, before I resume the rest of the video and go over the commentary play-by-plays, if anybody knows that I have a history of facing against Drytron decks in general, I am in a huge losing streak of the Master Duels version against Drytrons. Well, obviously, it's literally the king of top tier decks. What else? And basically in its context is where if I don't see go second cards or the spiciest text to keep Drytrons in check, it's basically I'm just straight up gonna automatically lose the game because of the Herald shenanigans and so on. But in any case, nonetheless, here we go. Cyber Emergency to get Drytron Alpha Thubin. And disclaimer, never faced against Drytrons in my entire life before, so we're basically gonna have to go for a little read. So the gimmick is can't be normal summon set, must be special with the effect of a Drytron card. So basically that's the gimmick. So tribute one under the Drytron or ritual monster from hand or field, special this from hand or grave in defense, then search for a ritual monster. Drytron Nova, special one straight from the deck, but destroy it during the end phase. So basically that is E-Telly of the archetype. Hard once on it. Go for Zeta, obviously the gimmick, and then once the effect comes up, add one ritual spell from deck to hand. Alpha, sending away Gamma. Now, Gamma, on the other hand, is where gimmick basically, once specialed, the Gamma lets you special one Drytron with 2000 attack from your graveyard, except Gamma. And then Alpha getting Ben 10, nothing else to say about it. Basically, tribute it in any shape or form, get you a life fairy monster from deck to hand. XZ summon it 2. Into Drytron, move Beta, Fafnir. 2+ level 1s in general to make it. When you ritual summon, you can detach the materials more than one for the requirement of the ritual summon. Cheese. And then each effect of Drytron, move Beta, Fafnir once. If this card is XZ summon, it's basically Armageddon Knight, a Drytron card, including Spell Trap. And then when your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a machine ritual monster, as in anyone's turn, detach one, negate it, kill it. Move Beta, sending Delta, and then gimmick, of course. Once specialed, reveal one ritual monster or ritual spell, draw a card. Gamma, should be Ben 10. Bring back the Gamma. Bring back the Delta. Ben 10. Searching Diviner of Heralds. As for Diviner of the Herald, once we got the summon there, if this card is normal or special, you can send one fairy monster from your main or extra deck to the graveyard. And if you do, increase this card's levels by that monster's level until the end of this turn. If this card is tributed, special one level 2 or lower fairy from hand or deck except Diviner of Herald. Each of the effect once. Sending away Herald or Arc-like, shouldn't need to explain it about the Arc-like because it was seen during Necros format. Most cases is that once it hits grave, get your ritual monster or ritual spell from deck to hand. Shouldn't need to explain it. Meteonist Drytron, obviously, ritual summon any ritual monster, and then yada 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 with the ritual stuff. Alright. You must also tribute machine monsters from your hand or field whose total attack equal or exceed the ritual monster that you plan on ritual summon. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Drytron monster you control, loses exactly 1,000 attack it until the end of your opponent's turn. And if you do, add it back to the hand. And then the recursion is hard ones. Send the two together. For Union Carrier. You know, in the TCG land, Union Carrier is too good. So obviously it's banned, but in Master Duels, it's free. So any case with Union Carrier, two monsters with the same type or attribute, so basically lights, can't be used as link material to turn in this link summon. Obvious. Target one face-up monster you control, including Union Carrier. Equip one monster to it from your hand or deck with the same original type or attribute. The equipped monster gains 1,000 attack, and if you equip it from the deck, no special summon monsters for the equipped card's name for the rest of the turn. Union Carrier triggers target itself, getting Eva. We all know what's up with Eva because of Drytrons. Sent to the graveyard, banish up to 2 other light fairy monsters from your field and or grave at the same number of level 2 or lower light fairy with different names from dead to hand except Eva. So basically in TCG land, Eva was at 1 on the previous list, and then apparently 1 is still too good, so apparently Konami banned Eva in TCG. What tribute off Gemma? Zeta tribute Gemma. Search for the Meteonic spell. Now, this is something. A lot of Drytron players, like the standard ones, they really do not play the Eclipse. So let's see what it does. Target one Drytron monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Most cases, I'm guessing DXZ or something. During your main phase, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard. Breakthrough skill clause, basically. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one Drytron monster you control. It gains 2,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn, and then each effect once. Target a Fafnir, puts it back in the extra. And maybe that's why the Eclipse is such a card. Minion is active. Reviving the Ben 10. Detaching off from Fafnir. Delta should be Ben 10. Delta to reveal the Minionis, draw a card. Ben 10 to get Herald of Ultimateness, the star attraction of the boss of the deck. Ritual summon with Oracle of the Herald. Obviously, it's Drytrons. They really don't care about the first clause. Must be ritual summon, too obvious. When your opponent would special summon or activates a spell trap monster effect as a quick effect, send one fairy from hand to the grave, negate the special or activation, and if you do, destroy it, and it is not once per turn, which is disgusting. Meteonis again. Tribute off the carrier for the Herald of Ultimateness. Eva's effect trigger to get Diviner Herald. And Herald of Orange Light. As an old card, if you never saw it before, here's how it goes. When your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, send this card from and one other fairy monster from hand to graveyard, negate the monster effect, and if you do, destroy it. Meteonis, lose the stack off from Delta. Meteonis again. Drytron, Meteonis, Draconoids. Ritual summon with that set card, and then your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects. If the total levels of monsters used for its ritual summon are 2 or less, this can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each. Insane. During your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can banish monsters from your graveyard whose combined attack equals exactly 2,000 or 4,000, then target one face-up card your opponent controls for every 2,000 attack of the total. Send, not destroy, but send that card or cards to the grave. And then the sending effect is once. So end board, Ultimateness with plenty negates, and a Meteonis with anti-target monster effects. We'll see how this plays out. Junitsu Hita, something. Activate Dark Ruler no more. Shut off everything. Activates Raigeki. Minionis banishing the Drytron as cost, but gets negated due to Dark Ruler. Sure, I won't be able to take full damage. It's just as long as I'm able to clear boards, then I should be in a pretty good position. And once you know, turns out that last card in hand was an Ash. So basically at this rate, we pretty much got full knowledge of the Drytron player right out the gate now. So Diviner and the Orange Light. So basically in this instance is that once we get full knowledge, always go alternative lines as in plan B moves instead of plan A. Always go alternative line. Link off the Osa into Artemis. Summons Diviner at the Herald. Tossing out Manju. Partnerships activated. Revive Pulsa. Kill the Diviner of Herald. Awakening spell to draw a card. And Drytron player scooped up. And finally, just this once, a challenge I can get behind versus Drytrons in Master Duels, and losing streak versus Drytrons is finally over. And if you love to see more of those night game matches or any other throwdown matches, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. See you guys next time.